While cases, coolers, and power supplies took center stage at Coolermaster's suite during CES 2018, they were also showing off some next-generation gaming peripherals. Many of these are just prototypes right now, but supposedly they will be ready for prime time at Computex. We can't wait to see what's changed by that point, but for now, let's take a look at what they have in store for the future. Before I get into that, I want to give a huge shout out to Fantex, Corsair, and Coolermaster for sponsoring our CES 2018 coverage. Before I get too far into this video, I think it's important to explain how Coolermaster names their peripherals. They all start with the letter M, followed by a letter that designates the type and then a number showing where the item is placed in their lineup. For example, the MH is a headset, MK is a keyboard, mice are labeled as MM, and mousepads are listed as MP, while the 200 series would be the entry level and 800 or 800 series are higher end. The first item I wanted to talk about is the MK800 series keyboards, the MK850 and MK851. These are basically the same keyboard with an aggressive design, RGB backlighting of course, a cobalt aluminum top plate, and these things Coolermaster calls precision wheels. The precision wheels are an interesting addition since they will almost act as a mouse scroll wheel built into the keyboard. One will be able to completely program it, and I could see it being really useful for Adobe Premiere or even some strategy games, provided its software supports those things. The other wheel can be used as a profile switcher. Both of these keyboards will also come with a detachable USB Type-C cable to ensure you aren't struggling to find what's up and down when plugging it in. I also really like the magnetic wrist rest, which had a perfectly textured surface, and it's really comfortable for long gaming sessions. So what's the actual difference between the MK850 and the MK851? Well, the 850 will be available with cherry blue or brown switches, while the 850 will only come in cherry red. But there's one more big difference. The MK851 comes with aimpad technology on 8 keys including WASD. Basically, aimpad incorporates an infrared sensor into each key and allows them to act as an analog manner. That means the more you press down, the stronger the on-screen reaction. For example, a light press could allow a character to walk, while pressing further down will be counted as a run command. This really comes in handy within driving or flying games. Another addition to the new M800 series is the MM830, which is considered Coolermaster's flagship gaming mouse. The interesting features here is actually hidden away within the thumb rest area. There are 4 small integrated buttons that make up a D-pad that's supposed to be easier to use for MOBA and MMO players than standard buttons. With software, they're completely reprogrammable, and I actually liked using them since they require just the right amount of force to actuate. The only problem is that a one-size-fits-all solution isn't possible here since everyone has a different sized hand. Someone with a bigger thumb will overshoot the buttons, while someone with a smaller thumb won't have the reach to hit them all. I really hope Coolermaster is able to ship this mouse with interchangeable thumb rests so those buttons can be easily accessible to everyone. The other features on this mouse are pretty straightforward. There's a programmable OLED display, a durable PBT chassis, USB Type-C connection, on switches, and a 24,000 dpi PixArt 3360 sensor. There was also a mousepad on display called the MK860, which incorporates an RGB underglow and a reversible surface. There's a hard side for greater precision and speedy movements, and a soft touch side that's good for daily tasks. The last thing Coolermaster showed us was a very early concept for a low-profile keyboard. This was just an engineering mock-up, but it showed a lot of promise since it is the first to use the new cherry red low-profile switches. Basically, this brand new switch is supposed to imitate the feel of a standard cherry red switch, but its slim form factor means it can be added to very thin keyboards. Right now, the plans for this new keyboard that's tentatively called the SK750 aren't firm yet, but it looks like Coolermaster will start selling it sometime after Computex in either black, gunmetal gray, or silver. There's even hope to integrate the upcoming Bluetooth 5.0 spec so it can operate wirelessly while still offering months of battery life. So there you have it. While all the peripherals we saw at Coolermaster were prototypes of some form, I'm really looking forward to see the final version of the Computex. But what about you guys? Is there anything here you could see yourself buying, or are there things you would like to see added? Now's the time to speak up since none of them are final yet. Let us know in the comments down below. I'm Eber with Hardware Canucks. Thank you so much for watching. Stay subscribed for more CES coverage, and we'll see you in the next one.